Alright, good afternoon everybody. I'm going to take real quick advantage of this nice day and me being actually home for a little bit. So I'm just going to do a real quick video on guavas because it is guava season. And I'm going to show you guys a few of the plants that I have around here. This will be a real brief one. So we'll start back here with this pink guava that I have here in the back. And this thing gets so loaded full of fruit every year that it ends up dragging itself pretty much down to the ground. You can see how all these branches have leaned over. And I've cut off the last probably 4 feet of those branches to allow the guavas that were a little closer to the trunk here to get some size to them. And they're definitely ripening up and smelling wonderful. And very highly productive trees. It's been my experience that every guava flower sets a fruit. So you actually have to go back through and thin these because these get pretty laden with fruit, and it depends on the size of these guavas that you want to let them get. In my opinion, I like them a little bit more over a span versus a couple big ones that the birds tend to eye themselves, and you kind of lose those too. So yeah, so there's a bunch out here on the ground where he missed, but there's a couple back there I could probably grab. I don't know if this is going to show up in the video, but the amount of fruit on this thing is sickening. I mean, it's just loaded up. There's any good ones on the ground here. Yep, looks like I just smeared a good one. So these are pink. These are pinks. These are pinks. I've got several other varieties. I've got 2 of this particular color, which has that yellow skin and that really light pink interior. And then the one I've got in the front's got a really dark red interior and a green skin. They don't usually turn yellow like these guys do. So this is a pinky. And let me find a couple more for you. All right, and this is actually my favorite of them all. So this is a Mexican cream guava. And man, these things grow fast. I tell you what, so this was a little Lowe's purchase. And when you buy the Mexican cream guavas from Lowe's, they are really skinny. And they're more expensive. They're about 35 bucks instead of the 24, and they come with a tiny little trunk, like less than a 1/4 inch. And so maybe a 1.5 years time, this thing's not only filled his whole area up, but fruiting. Like I said, this is my favorite. This is the Mexican cream. Ooh, oh my gosh, looky there. There's one ready. But this guy's also got quite a bit of fruit on him, considering he's so young. Let me see if I can grab that one up there that looks like he's ready. Right way up there, but I got this thing right next to the house. Okay, reach. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. There we go. There we go. Yeah, so this is the Mexican cream. I'm going to partially eat this one because it's my favorite. Mmm. Wow, that's good. So these are yellow with a yellowish, predominantly yellow interior. So these are my absolute favorite. This is a Mexican cream. Mmm. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Nothing beats this guava. Mmm. Oh my gosh, that is the sweetest, most creamiest guava on the planet. Okay, let me find a couple more here. All right, then I've got this one over here on the side. This is the red Malaysian guava. And I've got two of these also. And he's growing pretty quick too. He's already at 8 foot, and this one also came from Lowe's. Red Malaysian guava, 24 bucks. And he's just completely full too. Like, he's just nasty full of fruit for such a little tree. Poor guy. But that's what they do. Talk about fruitful guavas. Are probably the most fruitful, because every flower literally sets. It's just ridiculous. So yeah, this is the fruit. And they'll get a little bit bigger, of course, as the tree gets bigger, but I mean, he's pretty loaded down, so I just wanted to leave him and see what he'd do. And so let me slice one of these open and see what they look like. They may or may not be red inside. Oh yeah, it's starting to get some color. So as these mature, I don't know if you guys can see that pinkish tone. As these mature, these will get magenta colored inside. This will become a really dark red. And I've got some pictures of some older ones. I'm still gonna try this one. Oh wow. Wow. Just tastes like sherbet. Like guava sherbet. I put this one in the fridge for a little bit, get it a little bit colder, and so yeah, it's just, man. Mm. That is good. Wow. So this one's the least guava-y tasting, if you guys don't particularly care for the taste or smell of guavas, because they are pretty pungent. If you put a guava fruit on your counter, especially the pinks, they make your entire house smell like guavas. So whether you like that or not is completely up to you. But if you're wanting the least guava-y, it's going to be this one. But this stuff's just wonderful to put into smoothies anyway. Then you just throw the seeds and all in there. Alright, so red Malaysian. Alright, so this is another pink guava that I've got planted, I don't know, maybe 4 inches from the house, 4 inches from the foundation. And he's looking pretty good, so I'm going to keep this one as a bush. And I will keep him shorter and keep him underneath this awning. But he, of course, is fruiting too, because like I told you guys earlier, if it flowers, it fruits, period. Unless you're doing something wrong. Make sure you irrigate them. Heavily mulch these, just like all your other tropicals, if you decide to do that. And then right behind this one is a white. And this one's gotten quite large because he's out here in the full sun, of course, and he's on my espalier wall. And I mean, talk about production. This one is, I'm not even really sure what to do with this guava plant because this one's so productive. Look at that cool double guava. And you know what? I thought I saw a triple over here somewhere earlier. Oh yeah, there it is. Triple guava. Look at that guy. So yeah, extremely productive. I've been knocking a lot of these guavas off just to give the tree a break because I mean, seriously guys, every branch on this poor little dude is just full. So there's this guy planted right next to the spalier wall. And just charging out here in the full sun. Big plant. Look at all those guavas. Let me see if I can get these. Look under here, up there, and then all along the branches. I mean, it's disturbing the amount of production that these guavas do. So this is a white guava. Back up here so you can maybe see a size here. And that's like a 2-year-old plant. So these things just grow. Okay, so I'm back underneath my tropical area, and I got another one back here. So I've got this is another red Malaysian, and this is the one that I've eaten fruit off of and taken pictures of in the past, is this one. So I gave him another new start. So every once in a while I'll just cut these guys back. I'll cut them down and let them regenerate and restart and get some new life to them, especially back here underneath this canopy, because I like to keep some of these things a little shorter and a little bit more accessible. So this is the other red Malaysian. All right, so my irrigation just went off. Let's get back here and look at this other one. All right, so this giant monster is another one I have, and as you can see, he's also just completely full of fruit. In fact, he's pulling over. He is pulling over onto one of my persimmons, my Sagio persimmon here. So I'm going to probably cut off or thin a lot of that fruit there so I don't beat the snot out of this persimmon that's planted underneath him. But yeah, this thing's a whopping monster. This thing's, I don't know, 15, 16 feet. And they do it in a relatively quick amount of time. I mean, you can see he's above the chicken coop, which is, I don't know, 8 feet, 9 feet. So yeah, guavas, they're super successful here. Highly productive. In fact, maybe a little overproductive. This is a red. I was looking for some fruit to be ready. I don't see any quite ripe. This one's about the closest, and he's not ready. But these get really dark red inside. I can't even split this one open. So yeah, he wasn't quite ready. I don't see any on the ground. So chickens mop those up if any of these hit the ground. They're gone. So yeah, this is guava. And let me go grab some fruit from inside because I like to freeze it. Alright, so what's good about guavas is you can freeze them, and I would say they last damn near forever as long as you can see the fruit. I would say it's edible. So these have been frozen for a year. Actually, I'm still working on last year's harvest of guavas, and I get about 10 of these giant freezer bags. They're just completely stuffed full of guavas. I usually keep about 10, which lasts me over the year. And then I just give away the rest. Or the chickens get them or whatnot. But they're just so productive, it's just insane. And they keep wonderfully. I mean, look at that. Look at that color still. Wonderful fruits. I mean, you really can't beat these. So, all right, guys, that would be guavas. Post any questions below.